Hi y'all, welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm FashFab. You can call me Fash. This is Sally. Y'all, we're gonna do a look with Witch City Salem palette. Y'all, I hope you picked this up. If you haven't, you should. On this channel, we create beauty one palette at a time. Grab your brushes, grab your palettes. Let's get into it. Witch City Salem palette by Nomad Cosmetics. Y'all, Nomad Cosmetics, if you've been here for a hot minute, is my favorite brand. I do have a code with Nomad. It is code FashFab. You can use that at checkout. I greatly appreciate it if you would. It does go out to help the channel, and I thank you for that. Here is the color story. I want to do like a purple orange look. We're just going to dive right on in. I'm going to go into that.
I want purple, right? Yeah, I'm gonna take this purple.
Which is Salem Commons. I'm gonna take this on the outside. Y'all, pigment. I mean, just look at this. Nomad, like I said, my favorite brand ever. I have, I think, almost every palette they've ever come out with. Even like 9-pan palettes, 6-pan. I can't remember how many pans they are, but I even have those. So I am being very, very sloppy towards the center of the eye. I'm not really worried about it. I could always clean this up when I step off camera. That's not a big deal. But I really want to get this on. Oh, this purple is so pretty. There's just something about this purple. So if you don't have this palette, if there is one palette, it's this one. Most definitely this one. I'm going to go into Spirits and Spells. And this is definitely a gray. It's like a, I would say a taupey gray. And I want to mix it in with this purple, just at the edge. Nomad's palettes are very beginner friendly. You can build these shadows up, which is a banger. I'm just smudging all of this together. My primer is the MAC Cosmetics paint pot in Painterly. That's what I'm using today. So I'm just going to build this shadow up. I don't like, let me just say, I don't like to rank my palettes by Nomad, but I will if you guys want me to, but I don't like to because I love each palette so much for like different reasons. So it's so hard to rank my Nomad palettes. I know I've done a ranking for Nomad before, and y'all, that took forever. I think down the center, I want to go in with Harvest Moon, and that is this orange. We're going to take the, oh, see y'all? I mean,
how do you compete with this?
You can't. You can't, Fash. But I love orange and purple together anyway, and I am just going to take this down the center. There's another color in here that I like to use for blending, but I also like to use it for my highlighter, and I'll show you, but it's amazing. It is so awesome. So I'm just going to take this color, this orange, and this is, yeah, Harvest Moon, and I am just going to buff down this edge to kind of blend the lines and marry the colors together. Okay, now I'm going to go into Witching Hour, and I'm going to take this over this inner corner and over this purple. And I'm just going to tap this in and meet up with Harvest Moon. I love this. This is the color that I like to use as my highlighter, especially out of this palette. Okay, so over this outer corner, just over this edge, I'm going to go in with Gallows Hill. And I'm going to smudge this back and forth just for a little bit of glitter over this edge. Do you own this palette? Do you want this palette? Do you like this palette? What is your opinion about Nomad? I hope Nomad's your fave. In the crease, I think I'm going to take Hocus Pocus, and I'm going to barely go over just the edge. And Hocus Pocus is like a dark maroon, I would say, but it leans more towards the side of a purple, like a plum color, I guess is what I want to say. Okay, I think underneath the brow, I'm going to go in with Witching Hour again. I'm going to tap off just for some sparkle underneath the eye. I'm going to take this Salem Commons And this is that purple. And I'm going to take this just on this inner corner. And I'm only going halfway in because over the rest of this, I want to go in with Harvest Moon, which is that orange. And I want to take that to meet up and just kind of go out and flare out and blend out here. So it's acting more as like a wing. Okay, I'm going to take this blush by Cosmic Beauty, and this is in the shade Heroine. Don't freak out. It doesn't go on that dark, but you still have to be careful. But I am just going to tap this in, and you barely have to dip your brush into this. And I'm staying pretty far out here, like behind the cheekbone, kind of. It does not go on like this. But, I mean, you can build it up to this color, but it does not go on that color. I just love it because it's just a cool tone purple. I don't know. I just love the vibe of it. Okay, now I'm going to go into Witching Hour with a stipple brush. And I am just going to take this as my highlighter. And I am just smudging and blending in. It's that Heroine shade is kind of like putty. So I like to use this before it dries. So pretty. I mean, wowzers. Makes a fantastic highlighter. Fantastic. I'm going to go over my nose, chin, Cupid's bow. I'm going to take this just a tad bit above the eye, just over the peak of the brow. It's so pretty. I'm going to go in with Nomad's lipstick in Witch City Salem. I love this color. It goes on so smooth, it almost feels like a balm. And it's shiny. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Let me finish the eyes. Hold on your butts. Here's the finished look. My cute little witch's hat with a bow. I have no idea where this came from. Do not ask me that. I have no idea where this came from. But I love it because it's super cute. And the rim is not flat. But it's very, like there's a wire in here. So it's very flexible. You can bend it, you know, whichever way you want to. I just love this thing. It's super cute. Anywhoosies, y'all. Here's the finished look. I finished with black liner and lashes. Now, in my lower waterline, I went in with Mora Multi-Chrome Liner in Electra. So that's what this looks like in my waterline. It's like maybe like an orangish yellow, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, my hat is kind of crooked. The wire, it looks like it's broke, but I can fix it. I'm pretty sure I can fix it. But this is my favorite witch hat of all time. I have had this thing for so many years. It's not even funny. Anywhoosies, y'all. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you pick up this palette if you do not have it already. Hype a girl out, which means down in the comments section, swipe left, press hype, follow the prompts, and it hypes your girl out. You get 3 hypes a week, and I greatly appreciate it if you use them on me. Like, subscribe, share. Click that notification bell down there. It should let you know next time I upload. And I hope you guys are having an awesome, amazing day. Go play in the rain, play in the sun, go do a witchy eye look, witchy vibe. If you do that, tag me on Insta. I'd love to look at it. And y'all, Sally and I will see you in our next video. Toodles! Wave, Sally. Sally. You just sit back there and smile. It's creepy.